Hey guys, it's Drea. So today I'm doing a collab video with Smacy. If you don't know who Smacy is, I'm going to leave a link, of course, to her channel down in the description bar below. I've collabed with her in the past. I love her channel. If you haven't checked her out, I really, it's not just like, hey, go check out this person. Like, I really suggest you go check her out. Not only is she smart, she's opinionated, she's funny as hell. Like, really, like when she roasts makeup, it's the best thing in the world. She's super creative and she's absolutely beautiful as well. I loved her channel for a long time. I watched all her videos and I'm just so happy that she's agreed to do this with me because she's actually the originator of this idea. This is kind of similar to a palette bingo, except it's a palette gauntlet. Now what that means, at first I didn't really understand this concept, but I got on board real quick because I did this once or twice maybe before, and it's so challenging. So the idea is you have 5 palettes, you pick a color from each palette, but you don't pick them all before you do your makeup. You pick them one at a time. And you pick the one shade from that palette and you have to put it on your eyeballs and you have to decide where it goes and you can't change it. So and then you move on and pick the next color and so on and so forth. Super challenging, but really gets you to step out of your comfort zone. If you're in a makeup rut, try doing this. I'm serious. Try doing this if you're in a makeup rut where you're like, I do the same eye looks all the time. This will take you out of your comfort zone. So she came up with that idea a few years ago. And when I asked her to collaborate this time around, I was like, you know what, I really want to do this with you, but how about we pick each other's palettes? So she's picked 5 palettes for me to use, and then I will use random.org to pick the color. So I have no idea what palettes I'm going to be using. She's picked them, pre-picked them for me, and there's an email waiting for me to look at. I didn't even look at it yet. And then I'm picking her 5 palettes. So make sure you go over to her channel and see the look that she did. And go check her out, tell her that you came from my channel. That would be awesome. Okay, I am so excited because this email's been sitting on my phone for a couple days now and I don't know what the palettes are, so let's look. Okay, here are the palettes. The Becca Volcano Goddess palette. It's my Ray Ray, the new one. The original Venus 1 palette. Melt Smoke Sessions, and the BH Zodiac Love Signs palette. She says the second one. So she also said, okay, so yes, I know one of these has terrible reviews, but that's why I included it, you know, for a challenge. Which one has terrible reviews? Probably the Volcano Goddess one, I would suspect, is the one she's talking about. This is an interesting smorgasbord of palettes, so let me grab them all. So funny she picked a Zodiac palette because today is the day I chose to wear my brand new Scorpio earrings. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little Scorpio sign on one of these charms. I got these at Spencer's Gifts of all places. And I couldn't resist. They were only like 10 bucks. Okay, so here are the 5 palettes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a random.org between the number 1 to 5. So I'm just going to put them in this order. And that's going to be the first palette we choose from. And then I will pick the random shade from that palette. By the way, if it's noisy, the window is open and the fan is going because we have no air conditioning. And it's been hot as hell in here. Okay, 1 to 5, generate, and we get number 2. So that is the It's My Ray Ray palette we're gonna start out with. I think the terror in this gauntlet is that there's always the possibility that you can get like all shimmer shades, you know? So I'm hoping that we get like some nice in the crease shades here. So this palette has, it looks like 15 shades. I'm gonna go, like, I don't wanna blind you with the mirror, but I'm gonna go 1 through 5, you know, and then this is 15 down here. And generate number 10. Oh, F me. It's this green shade right here. Oh no. No, this is not good. First of all, it's very dark. But also because, well, this is gonna be a grungy look, I think, right off the bat. This is a blender brush, which is suitable for outer V work. But I don't know how well it's gonna show the green because this is almost like a duochrome shade. It's kind of like, see it? It kind of has a dark base to it. And I wonder if this would be better like over a black base or something to show the green, because look, it just looks kind of dark. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm trying to impress her. I always feel like that. Do you ever have people that you're like, I know they're fine and they're cool, like they don't need to be impressed, they're like very actually nice people that are like cool with whatever, but you still want to impress the person? That's how I feel with Smacy. Okay, there's the first color. I hate it so far. Right now it doesn't really look like green, that's the problem. So we'll see how it comes together. I'm kind of like freaking out with no reason to yet. So let's do the next one. So I'm gonna pick between, I have 4 palettes, so I'm gonna make it between number 1 to 4. Generate number 4. Okay, so that is the Zodiac Love Signs palette. This one is tough because it's got so many shades in it. So I think what I'll do is I'll start with Sagittarius and I'll make that number 1, go all the way around, then make the black the next number in line and go all the way around. So there's 24. And generate number 1. Oh, Jesus, Lord help me. Okay, so we got Sagittarius, which is a dark, dark, dark shimmery bluish purple, which normally is a gorgeous color, but I'm scared of this. But you know what I think will work with this? I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take it from not the very inner corner, because I'm hoping that I'll get a bright pop metallic that I can put there. I'm gonna start about here. The funny thing about doing these gauntlets is that you always have this idea in your head when you go into it of like, oh, this will be fun and I'll come out with some really interesting, pretty look. Knew that you needed to not expect anything, but then you still come out with something that you really did not expect, like this. Currently the problem is the difference between this green and this blue almost makes it look like the green is like unblended. Do you know what I mean? Like it looks really patchy. So I think the only thing to do, I don't want to like totally cover it up and like make it like it's not there, but I kind of have to in a way because this color is so much darker that it just looks weird. That's it for this guy. Please, 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 please. Okay, so now I have palettes 1 through 3. And we got number 1, which is the Venus palette. This is gonna be 1, and this is gonna be 8. 4. Oh, thank you. So we have the shade Creation, which is this. Now, it's a little bit darker than maybe I was hoping for like a crease shade, but I'm gonna start with the light hand and we'll see how far we get. I'll just use like a pinched brush here. I actually think this brown is gonna look beautiful with this purpley blue color, especially because this is turning quite clearly into a smoky eye. You know, look at that. That works pretty nicely. I think it's looking okay. I think it's looking okay. Now I'm still gonna use this shade. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this Creation shade and put it just like on the outer third of my bottom lower lash line, because I don't know what's coming up, but I like this kind of being extended down this way. All right, has that been 3 palettes already? Okay, I only have 2 left. I'm still hoping for that inner third shade. So we only have palette 1 and 2. That will determine the order that we're using. And number 1, and that was the Smoke Sessions palette. So in here, we have a whole lot of stuff going on. So there is 3, 6, there's 8 shades in here. So it's gonna be 1 through 8. I'm scared that I'm gonna get one of those really dark mattes in the middle. If I had to like wish for something, I would wish for this one because I think that would look really pretty in the front. But we're gonna do it live, so you know I'm not cheating. So 1 through 8 and generate 3. That is, okay, that's not so bad. So this is definitely gonna be a grungy look for sure, because that is this shade right here, which is called Black Widow. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one in the inner third. I mean, I could possibly get something amazing in this Volcano Goddess palette. Like if I got that gold, that would be beautiful, but I can't like wait and see. This Smoke Sessions palette has been like really kind of a joy to use. That's an interesting color. That's definitely like a very mossy green shimmer shade. Oh, I actually kind of love that. You see that green and purple working together? But because the purple's so dark and the green is so dark and like swampy, oh, that's so pretty. I really, really like that. So here's what I love about palette bingos in general. See this shade Black Widow? I would never have looked at that shade and been like, oh yeah, I want to create an eye look with that one. So here we go. But see, now I'm using something that I probably otherwise would remain untouched for quite a long time in this palette, because I would be going for the brighter shades first. And look at how pretty this is. Like, I never would have put this together on my own. So the fallout has grabbed on to my foundation here, and now I have a fallout mustache. Okay, so this is the Becca Volcano Goddess palette. This is gonna be the shade number 1, and it has 12 shades altogether. And generate number 11. Okay, so this is the shade Hematite, which is this dark gray shimmer shade. I'm gonna put this under my lash line. I don't normally put shimmer shades under my lash line, only because I always feel like the shimmer doesn't really have enough space to show up, but we're just gonna do it. I'm just gonna take it probably in this area. I'm glad now that I brought the brown down, because I feel like that keeps the look a little bit more cohesive. But this is cool because this is like a cool tone gray shade that I think is gonna work with this grunginess. I surprisingly love that. I think that works so well with what's going on top. All right, so I'm gonna pull a Smacy right now. I'm not gonna put any eyelashes on. I feel like that's something that she does a lot, is she just does like no liner and no lashes. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I kind of like this look just the way it is. You know what? I lied. I'm gonna put some black liner on, but I'm not gonna do a wing, which is normally like my crutch. I'm just gonna do some smudgy black liner on the upper lash line. I'm gonna smudge it a little bit. This is the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen in just black. See, I much prefer. I think that's a good choice. I much prefer this side. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, just because this one is a very like thick and voluminous mascara, since I'm not gonna wear any eyelashes with this. Okay, I didn't realize I was not recording. I put on the Amazonian Clay Blush in Entertain from Tarte. It's more of a matte, flat, like not shimmery blush. That's what matte means. And whenever I do something a little bit more dramatic, I like to go for a matte kind of neutral blush, and I feel like this one really works pretty well. I'm going to use this highlight. This is the NARS Banque de Sable palette, and I'm going to just kind of mix these two shades together. I mean, it's still a highlight, but for me it's a kind of toned down highlight, and I like that with this look. For lips, I'm going to do, again, kind of a neutrally pinky mauve. This is from Sephora, the Sephora collection. It's the cream lip stain in number 13. By the way, did you know that 13 is my lucky number? And I lined my lips with the Lime Crime Velveteen Lip Liner in Cake, which is also kind of a neutral. I wanted to do a matte liquid lip because I feel like I am a full-on grunge mode, and I think of matte liquid lips when I think of grunge. Okay, so this is the final look, obviously. I love how it turned out, and I was terrified there for a minute. I think this is so, what's that word? Oh, what's that word? I literally just pulled up the thesaurus because I couldn't think of the word I wanted. It wasn't coincidence. I don't even think it's fortuitous. It might be serendipity. Yes, I knew all those words before I looked them up in the thesaurus. I just had to like jog my brain. Okay, I feel like it is kind of serendipitous that I ended up with a grungy look, because I feel like Smacy is very known for her grungy looks. And I am definitely not. It's totally out of my comfort zone, but I really like the way it turned out. The green and the purple together, I think, worked out so well. So wouldn't it be hilarious if like she ended up with like a bright like pink and orange neon look or something, and it was like my style? Okay, I don't know what she's gonna end up with, but go over to her channel and find out. And if you came from her channel, thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe if you got this far. And the rest of you, thank you so much for tuning in. I love spending time with you guys. It's just like the brightest part of my day when I get to film, and then it's also the brightest part of my day when I get to see you guys like comment and respond to them and interact with you guys. It's just awesome. So thank you so much for watching. I had such a good time. Thank you so much again to Smacy for collabing with me. Go check out her look. I can't wait to see it. I hope that you guys are having a great day. I hope that you're speaking to yourself kindly, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.